5 Questions with LeRoy Butler. Now, here's Tom Silverstein.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 5 Questions with LeRoy Butler. And boy, do we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Man, we could go for hours on this gut-punching loss the Packers took on Saturday.
No, it's a kick between the shoulders.
Between the shoulder blades?
Yeah, and if you're a guy, you know what I mean by that.
And so you're watching the game. Are you a guy that throws your remote? Or
No, I ain't doing that. I love my remote.
What'd you do?
Other than my wife, that's my favorite. I'm not going to throw that. I will say this, though. For 2 games, you were up against the Denver Broncos, you're up 23-14. That's 2 scores. And you're up 16-6 with 3 or 4 minutes to go. Mm-hmm. You got to close teams out.
Yes.
And the thing about that is, and you can necessarily, it's 2 things you can't really, because we always and I try to tell fans that players don't look at the blame game. They don't do that, because at any time it could be you. But what we will say is this: no one play or player loses a game for you. But one player and one play can win it for you.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I agree with you on that one.
You have to say, when you're in that thing, football is the ultimate team sport. It's 11 guys, but once the ball snaps, it's an individual sport to me. In my mind, I can win it for us by just doing what the coaches have taught me. Onside kick, it wins it. Lining up properly wins it.
Yeah.
Not fumbling in traffic, because I'm taught to hold on to it, wins it for you.
Catching an interception.
Wins it for you. It doesn't lose it for you, because that's the team concept. No one guy loses it, but one guy can actually win it for you. And that's what the coaches are hoping, because for people who debate me or yell at me about Versace, okay, and I give them space to feel however they feel. If you want to fire everybody, fine. I'm not going to change those people. But if you're saying to me, if I put a guy who has, in my mind, has some of the best hands on the team to get an onside kick, if I put him there and he doesn't do that, how am I to blame? If you play the blame game. Because I think fans, I think it makes them feel better when you can blame somebody who did it. And if you put somebody else there, I don't know. But you put the guy there who's been there all the time, and this is a little bit easier to come back when I played. They didn't tell you if they were doing the onside kick. Now they have to announce it to the world that they're doing the onside kick.
My thought on it is that Romeo Doubs has had mental errors at times in games, drop balls. Frankly, I would have put Matthew Golden there because he has the best hands on the team.
Again, they think that I agree with you. I think Matthew Golden has the best hands
and I don't care if he's a rookie or not.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
He's a smaller guy, so you're a little worried about the big pile and everybody hitting everybody.
Fine, but he's going to get the ball.
Well, he's going to get the ball and get down.
Yes.
Yeah. So if he's not the guy on that next time, then that's on Versace. But
I agree with that.
I'm not so sure that he shouldn't have been the guy then. I mean, I as a coach, you got to trust Romeo Doubs. He's having a good game.
Yes.
But, I don't know.
He's the guy on my sheet.
He doesn't have the best hands on the team.
Okay.
Matthew Golden has the best hands on it, wouldn't you say?
100%.
Yeah.
But the coaches think different than me and you. Because they see him in practice, understand it. But if you look at who has drops, zero don't have
none.
Any drops.
Zero has zero. Yeah.
That's something he's good at.
Yep.
God made us good at something. Everybody good. He didn't exclude anybody.
Got quick hands.
God gave
he's
everybody
got
a
strong
talent.
hands, yeah.
That's his talent. So when you say hands team, he's the guy. But a lot of people say, why would you put that on a rookie? No, I'm not putting it on the rookie. I'm putting it on the rookie's hands.
Yeah.
Because I need the ball at that point.
Right.
And every time you throw it to me, he catches it. Or he gets a penalty. So it is what it is.
I mean, you can go on and on. You know, Josh Jacobs fumbled. Can't do that. Just can't do it. How does Malik Willis fumble a snap? I mean, the only excuse I can come up with there is that he hasn't played with Sean Ryan. He plays with a different center during scout team.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't play with Sean Ryan. They don't have the great communication. He kind of hurried. Okay, but that still shouldn't happen, right?
Yes, it shouldn't have, but I like the fact that he took accountability for it.
Yeah.
And I think that makes the team better than giving me a word salad about why it happened. I don't care why it happened. It's just that, again, we're going back to the blame game. So he put it on himself. It's not on Sean Ryan. It's on me. That makes him a better player. And it makes me think that if Jordan isn't available this week, he's the guy.
Oh, no question.
100%. I feel
he's healthy.
very confident with Malik Willis anytime he's in the game if Jordan is out. But in that, so what kind of a play do you just keep him in the shotgun all the time? Do you put him under the center? They'll have to figure that part out.
Yeah, let's talk about his use. So you could go back to the Giants game. After the Giants game, you and I sat here and were like, boy, you got to have a package for Malik Willis. He's just too good. You know, 4th and 1, you're going to gamble down in Chicago's end zone, you know, down there, first drive. That was a perfect time to bring Malik Willis in and run a read option or something like that. They haven't prepared for that.
No. Chicago was caught flat-footed on everything when he came in.
Yeah, and he was terrific. Now, if the team has time to prepare for it, and they did as the game wore on, they started blitzing guys off the edge to take away his rushing ability, but they still were pretty effective. I'm like, you got to think ahead and think, you know, when you're missing all your best guys, 4 or 5 of your best guys, you kind of got to push the envelope a little bit, don't you? I mean, what do you think?
Oh, 100%. Because you remember Cordell Stewart, remember back in the day with Pittsburgh?
Antoine Randall L.
Just another. It just makes you think about it. And if he comes in the game, okay, here's the packages, because they can understand that the defense, here's a handful of things he can run.
Yeah.
It makes the defense think. And if you put motion with that, somebody's going to be wide the hell open.
Yeah.
Why do you think his passes, guys were wide open?
Wide open.
Because if you move people already on the defense, you can get the matchup you want.
Yeah.
But now you're moving it with a quarterback that may take off and run. It's just to add an element that we didn't really expect this.
Yeah.
Because Jordan is a pocket passer that will run. But Malik is a quarterback that will run but will throw.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more
Not
difficult.
to mention, if the play breaks down, he's still a threat to
Yes.
get a first down. You
100%.
saw that.
Yes.
Guys were, he was just sidestepping guys.
Even if it's quarterback sneak, you're not exposing Jordan, but you can do it with him, and you have a better idea of picking it up.
Yeah.
Because they don't know if he's going to fake it and throw it. They don't know if he'll do the RPO or he may do, you know, the quarterback sneak. And I think that's something you can do. They're going to be forced to do some of these things that we're talking about because of injuries. And because right now you're playing for keeps. You can't lose no more games.
No.
Right?
And if you win, you're in. But you got to have higher expectations. Your expectation should be to win both games.
100%.
And then you let the Chicago Bears, you know, put it in their court, and they have to beat the 49ers and the Lions.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I just feel like instead of being conservative, give this guy a chance. So if it hurts Jordan Love's feelings, sorry. I mean, it's only for the team.
It's only for a couple plays, so Jordan will be fine with it. It's just something to make the other defense think about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Defensively.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, we do. We do have to talk defense because there's nothing else to really rip about on the offense. I don't know. I thought the offensive line played pretty well.
I think Joey Morgan. I think he's a tackle.
Yeah, I think we knew that. I think.
Yeah, he's not a guard. He's a tackle. I thought he played fantastic.
And if I'm still in the school of Zach Tom comes back, I'm putting Jordan Morgan at left tackle. But that's me.
Well, see, and that's the thing. You have a couple veterans who are not healthy, Josh Jacobs and Zach Tom. Do you just?
Watson wasn't really healthy either. He wasn't ready to do much in that game.
Well, they had a plan for Watson too, which was fine, but it opened it up for a lot of the other guys. And what's shown on X and O's, if Jordan goes through the progression and don't feel any pressure, he can hit. Jalen Reed would have been the guy that I would have been trying to get the ball to. They had no answer for him.
No.
When you play them again, and I think the Packers will, they are terrified of number 11 and number 9, that you can do whatever you want on those two and let them play off of each other. But back to the veterans, 77 and 23 need to be in the rotation and let these other guys get healthy. Because if you go out there, I know you're trying to toughen it out, once you get injured, you kind of set yourself back and you set the team back from doing something they want to do. See, I'd rather have, how people used to say, I'd rather have this guy at 80% than have a backup guy at 100%. See, I don't understand that. I'd rather have 100% of everything, Tom. I don't want 80% of nothing if I can get 100% of something else. Because 23 ran hard. Emmanuel Wilson, they had no answer for him. Every time he touched the ball, he was getting 4 or 5 yards of carry. Even on some of those 4th and 1s, I would like to see him carry the ball because he's always going forward. And maybe it's a different ball game. Who knows?
Okay, we have to go to defense.
Yeah.
It's required.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that I
thought I was trying to get you off of it, though.
Yeah, I thought the defense played 58 minutes or 56 minutes of really good defense.
Yes.
I thought they did exactly what we talked about here, which was keeping Williams in the pocket, made him throw the ball away, kept him from really pushing the ball down the field, and they did a decent job against the run, too. But, falling apart the way they did does not say much, especially about their secondary. Really doesn't reflect well. That's the word I'm thinking of.
Well, they played 3.5 quarters of varsity football, but the last 5 minutes they played like JV football.
Yeah.
I mean, the communication, the basic routes that most fans may not see the game-winning bomb. They got
Which we're going over.
They got one receiver in the game. They got one, not a 5 wides. They got one receiver in the game. And that guy's tired. He's jogging the whole time, and there's a walk-off from you. And then I'm assuming that you run a casino blitz, and you got 2 veterans covering the same guy.
We got that on X's and O's too, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that.
That's the kind of stuff, I don't know if you put that on coaches or players, but this is a game that players, again, one play don't lose a game for you, but one play can make it for you. He had one throw because Cox is screaming out the end. All he had is throw a prayer up. And if you go through your basic principles, you break it up and the game's over. Heartburn at its best. Now, I would say bubble guts. I wouldn't say heartburn. I mean, it was coming out of both ends, man. I was like, are you kidding? That's what you want. On fourth down, for them to run something you know what's coming.
Yeah.
But you can't guess, Tom. Because they get paid too, by the way.
I will say that, and this could be a knock on Jeff Hafley, was that they had run a blitz, all blitz the play before.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben Johnson was expecting it again.
Mm-hmm.
And so who won that chess match? Ben Johnson did.
Mm-hmm.
They worked on that. He said they worked on that play. If I'm Hafley, maybe I do mix it up. I don't know. I mean, I'm always in favor of being aggressive down there.
Yes.
Go after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, you have to play a cat and mouse game with a guy like Ben Johnson and blitz the first one and don't the second. So I don't know.
Well, again, remember I was telling you about sometimes you try to confuse the offense and you confuse your own defense.
Yeah.
But these are veterans, though. You should be able to talk to each other. We're going to zone it
that
off.
play should have been good.
Yeah, we're going to zone it off. Well, hey, let's call a timeout. Let's see what they line up in. Call a timeout if you got one. I don't know if they had one. And let's just talk about it. I mean, because Holmgren used to say never call timeouts on defense. But if he thinks that somebody's confused, use it.
Yeah.
And we can argue on the sideline. But what's not going to happen is us not being on the same page. But I think the alignment from day one, it's three things, Tom. Alignment, assignment, and execution.
Mm-hmm.
Once your alignment is wrong, you can't execute.
Right.
And I think you kind of, players guess. And that's, with 24 seconds left, it's just, you got one throw, it's coming out hot. So we got to go challenge them.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I think we've gone over everything. The thing we need to touch on before we head out is how do they respond? What's your gut on how the team responds going into Baltimore, who's beat up? We don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to play. But they're still a tough team. They still got Derrick Henry.
Yes.
They got a
Hamilton,
very good
safety.
defense. Yes, they
Yes.
could easily whip your butt,
Yes.
And I just wonder if what the makeup is of this team.
I think we're about to find out. But I think losing 3 straight would be unacceptable. So I got to think being at home and if you win, you're in the playoffs, basically. And if you can win out, you have a chance at the division. It'd be a shame not to take advantage of it when Chicago although they're in the playoffs, they would have to come back to Green Bay if you win the division.
Right.
So
Which is
right
what
now,
you want.
I think most people would rather play a game at home to get into the playoffs. So I expect them to come out, the crowd will be excited, and it's an uncommon opponent. It's an AFC team, and I expect them. But their team is very well coached. They have very good special teams, and they're going to run Derrick Henry.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Because it's going to be really cold, and if Jordan doesn't play, Malik, he can undefeated as a starter. So I feel real good about that. So my prediction would be the Packers can win 20-17.
Ooh, it's a close one.
Yeah. I think all of them going to be close from here on out.
Yeah.
But I will say this real quick. The defensive line, I'm very impressed with them. Because I thought, a lot of people thought Chicago was going to put up 300 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And you had some guys in there that wasn't here long, but they played well, so I give them a hand.
They did. And, Warren Brinson almost ended the game and had the unfortunate – it's not his fault because his hand got stuck into a face mask.
Yeah.
But, that could have been a game-changing play. Here's the thing. I think this loss was every bit as bad as the NFC Championship loss to Seattle. Mm-hmm. The difference is you get another game.
Yeah, that was for the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah. So what do you do with that now?
Yes.
Do you just go home, like you did with the NFC Championship game?
Yes.
Or do you say, okay, we played better than them for 58 minutes, but we lost, now what?
Yeah. Well, LaFleur will get them going. And because again, I tell fans, players don't think like us. They got to move on from the emotions of, this close from sweeping everybody, and maybe when the last time they swept everybody in the division. I mean, 3, 4, 5 years ago, but it doesn't matter anymore. You got to beat the Ravens, a team that, because Pittsburgh won, they really need to win their last two just in case Pittsburgh falls, they can elevate.
Yeah.
So it's a game they really need as well. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Packers will win 20-17.
Okay.
And I want to thank Pick and Save, of course. If you go to Pick and Save, you can always get my Elite Vodka. And again, at the registers, please round up. I want to wish everybody out there happy holidays and Merry Christmas. And if you want to laugh like I did, just go to charliebarons.com, look at his special, and I'm sure he'll put a smile on your face.
All right. And don't forget to join us for X's and O's. Man, we got a lot of good stuff to look at. And we'll be back after the Ravens game. And everybody have a happy holidays, and we'll see you then.
Merry Christmas.